Rules are made, and they should be followed. Tampa, for instance, requires all department heads to live within the city.
However, that is not the case for the highest paid city employee. And as 10 Investigates' Mike Deason explains, this employee is not only breaking the rules, her boss, the mayor, is helping bend those rules.
This document right here could be considered the most important document in the city of Tampa. It's the city charter, which lays out all the city rules.
Did you read every word? No. Only lawyers do that.
Lawyers and investigative reporters looking for answers. Answers to questions 10 Investigates has been asking for 5 years. I'm talking about the rule in this chapter that states all department heads shall be residents and electors of the city. The chief financial officer, Sonja Little, doesn't meet that requirement. She is the highest paid employee for the city of Tampa, but doesn't seem to follow the Tampa rules.
You cannot imagine how difficult that has been for me.
That was Little when she first got the job 5 years ago, and 10 Investigates asked her about moving out of her 4,500 square foot Hillsborough County home and into the city limits.
I'm doing the best that I can, and nothing has changed.
That's now, and Little still hasn't moved. And her boss, Tampa Mayor Bob Buckhorn, doesn't seem to have a problem with her not living in the city, not following the rules.
And I told her when she came here that I wasn't going to make her take a loss on her house to come to work for the city.
Now, I'm not a mathematician, but according to the property appraiser, Little's house, which she bought 12 years ago, is now worth almost $800,000. And houses are selling for more than $1 million in her neighborhood.
The question, Mike, is do you want talent or do you really make the residency, she's only about a mile away from the city border, the issue? I would rather have talent.
So if you're going to ignore the residency requirements, what other parts of the charter should you just ignore? Oh, how about competitive bidding? Yeah, that's no good if you're going to have friends who might profit off of a city contract. See what else is here. Oh, conflict of interest. What if you have a business that could profit off of city business? Anything else? Oh, term limits. Yeah, that is particularly problematic for a mayor who's in his second term and has to leave office when it's over. But rules are rules. I mean, are you going to run for mayor in 2019?
I don't think so, Mike. I'm termed out, yeah.
But you're termed out because of the city charter.
Yeah, but the charter also allows for someone to be in an interim position.
To get around these rules, the mayor says she's just the interim CFO. Interim for 2,049 days. And to put that in perspective, it took less time to build the Performing Arts Center. And it took less time to build the Tampa Convention Center. It took less time to build the Amalie Arena. And it took less time to build the Florida Aquarium than Sonja Little has been interim CFO of the city of Tampa.
Interim, temporary, existing only for a short time or short times.
I mean, interim is supposed to be a short duration. 5 years I don't consider a short duration. Do you?
I stand by again. I am doing the best that I can for the relocation.
She is the interim. She has been the interim. She will be the interim as long as she doesn't live in the city.
For your whole term?
I mean, if that's how long it takes, then I'm fine with that.
At this rate, it looks likely that Sonja Little will skate by the requirement with the bogus interim title for the rest of Mayor Buckhorn's term. Her house is not up for sale, and she doesn't seem inspired to move. And why should she? Except for the city charter. In the time that she has been the interim CFO, she's received a $30,000 raise, bringing to her home, which is out of the city, $190,000 a year. Mike Deason, 10 Investigates.
Man, Mike just, lays the hammer down, man.
It's Mikey for you.
All right, we all like